What's up everyone, it's your girl Alyssa and welcome back to my YouTube channel. First and foremost, I just want to quickly say that I hope that this video finds you well. I hope that you are healthy, that your family is healthy, and that you are doing your part to slow the spread of this virus and disease by staying at home as much as possible. If you happen to be sick or if you know someone who is sick, I wish you a speedy recovery, and I'm just sending all my love and prayers because I know it is a tough time right now and there's just a lot of uncertainty. I just wanted to come on here and maybe spread a little bit of positivity and let you guys in on what I've been doing. I've been wanting to do a vlog for a while, so I figured this one would be a good one, just to show like what I've been doing when I am home. And the reason I say that is because I still do have to go to work every week. I'll show you guys like what I've been drinking in the morning, and I only do this on my days off because I have time. So every morning I make myself a little tea, and I'm going to show you guys what that tea consists of, because maybe if you have it at home you can make it for yourself at home. So we're gonna go to the kitchen. So this is what I will drink in the morning before my coffee. I honestly like it. I feel like it helps with, any sinus issues, or if you have like an itchy throat, it helps to clear that stuff up. So basically I take a cup of water, then I add a squeeze of that ginger and also a spoonful of honey. I let that all come to a boil, and then I will add in some fresh lemon, and that's really it. It's really easy, you guys, so I would give it a try. So I have my drink here and it's drinkable now. It's not like boiling hot, but definitely try to drink it warm. So something else that I do to still help boost my mood is I still put on like a little bit of makeup. If you have makeup on hand, this is a perfect time to like explore, try new things, try some trends. It's a great time to do that right now. Today I'm gonna be spending the day cleaning, so I'm just gonna be doing just a little bit of makeup. I'm gonna be going in with the ColourPop Hydrating Hyaluronic Acid Primer. Going to use their Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer. I'm gonna get concealer closer to my skin. I'm gonna use the ColourPop No Filter Concealer, and this is medium dark. And of course I'm looking a little bit too oily, so I'm just gonna take a little bit of powder. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil, and I forget what this one is. Oh, neutral brown. All right, so I just did my brows off camera. I'm gonna put a little bit of mascara, so the Revlon So Fierce. I'm gonna put a little bit of lip gloss. This is Morphe, this is Pixie. And that is really all I'm going to do. So I feel like myself, I feel a little bit awake, but I'm not doing too much, and I like it. Part of this vlog, I wanted to come on here and talk about things that I have been enjoying doing, or just give some like recommendations or something to help you all, to help with any boredom or anything that you're going through. One of my recommendations would be to get into a hobby that you no longer do anymore, that maybe you used to love to do. And this could be tricky depending on like where you live. Like you can't really get back into playing basketball if you don't have a basketball court, but try and find something. It could be something small. For me, it is reading and reading books. I still love to read. I just do all my reading online now, so I wanted to get back into reading books. So something that I have started reading is You Are a Badass. I actually had this pre-quarantine, so I've had it for a while. I just haven't started reading it until now. Can't recommend it yet because I haven't finished it, but this has been recommended so many times by so many people, so I'm sure it's well worth the read. So I have this one. Something that I can for sure recommend reading is The Five Love Languages by Gary Chapman. This is honestly a really easy read. I read this with my boyfriend. Well, I actually read it out loud to him and he listened, but you know, it's something that we had did every night. We've been read this before quarantine, just so you guys know. But we read this every single night. We read like a chapter or like a paragraph every single night until we finished it. And it's honestly a really, really good read. And one of the reasons I enjoy this book so much is that it opens up conversation. So that's a really good way if you guys have like nothing to talk about, or you're running out of things to talk about because you guys are both locked up in the house, then you know, try finding this online. And for some reason, if you don't want to buy like the ebook or whatever, you can go to fivelovelanguages.com, and there it will go pretty much through everything. I'm sure you can get like the summary of what this book is about. Something else I recommend doing is writing. Now, writing can be anything, whether it's keeping a journal of day-to-day events or finding writing prompts online. So I actually have 300 writing prompts. I bought this again pre-quarantine because I'm always just buying stuff. I like to pick something out in here and write in it, and it's just a good way to keep my mind engaged or to get me thinking about something that maybe I haven't thought of. So obviously, if you are self-isolating, you can't go out to the store and buy something like this, but trust me, you can find thousands of writing prompts online just by Googling writing prompts. And obviously I don't do this every day. I just pick one, maybe like whenever I'm bored, and I'll just try and write something. Some of my favorite writing prompts are ones where it's like, finish this story, and it'll give you like a little mini paragraph and you just finish, and that's a really good way to just keep yourself occupied. So another thing to keep yourself occupied is to clean and organize. So obviously, this could be your bedroom, this could be, you know, your photos, going through your photos and deleting like pointless things, which I have done plenty of times. It can be your emails, it could be anything. It's just something to do to keep your mind occupied, or maybe it's just to do something that maybe you've been putting off for a while. So like for me, I have to go clean my dining room table. It has just somehow turned into a place to hold our stuff when we come into the house, and I just need to clean that really badly. So find something to clean and organize. Go through your pantry, check the dates of stuff in your house. Like I don't know, there's so many things out there. You can find it. One of my recommendations is for people who might be quarantining with like a significant other, such as myself. So obviously you can't go out to eat or go, you know, do like have a little date night. So you have to find stuff to do in the house. So just get creative with it. There's so many things you can do, whether it's like a game night, movie night. Tonight I'm actually going to surprise Trey with a painting with a twist concept. I plan on, you know, cooking us a meal, having some wine, whip out some of my painting stuff. I need to clear off that table because that's where we're gonna paint at. I'm gonna clear off that table, and we're just gonna have like a little painting with a twist moment, but at home. Definitely I would recommend is just, you know, getting out of your comfort zone, using your creative juices, and coming up with something to keep you and whoever in your household entertained. So cooking obviously isn't for everyone, but it's a great way, honestly, to get your mind off of all the stuff that's going on outside and focusing on a recipe. So I personally love cooking. I love creating meals. I love creating desserts. I love baking. I honestly love that stuff so much. So I love to find stuff online and see if I can recreate it at home, and it's a really good way to stay busy and stay eating. So I really enjoy that. And obviously it's really easy to just snack on junk food when you're home. Really important to like actually like make yourself a really good meal so you're not just eating like cakes and cookies and candy all day. So I will be cooking later on tonight, and I think I will go ahead and film that as well as part of the vlog. I would also recommend, if you're in a house that has a lot of people, each person taking a night out of the week to cook their own meal. I just think that would be a fun way to switch it up. It'll just give whoever the main cooker of your house is, that could be your mom, that could be your sister, that could be your grandma, that could be whoever. It's just a nice way to give them a break from always having to cook every single day or however often they cook. It's just a nice way to give them a break, and it'd just be nice to see some different people cooking. So I would definitely find a recipe online and try cooking that. So that's really all that I have for recommendations. I hope that it was helpful, but now we're just going to continue on with this vlog. Let's go. So this is the table that I was talking about. As you can see, it's just full of so much stuff and it just needs to get cleaned off. It looks normal again, so now I'm just gonna bring out all this stuff to prepare us for painting later. So in case you guys thought I was joking, this is our guest room closet. In these drawers I have all sorts of arts and crafts stuff. So I have my acrylic paints, and in this drawer I have my oil paints, which are very expensive, but we're not going to do oil paints because if you've never oil painted before, oil painting can take forever. Luckily, I have some big canvases left over, so I'm going to put that here and grab what I need and go. And this never used to look this messy. This is going to be one of my projects during quarantine, is cleaning this and organizing it. Okay, so this is the little setup right here. All right, so I pretty much just spent the day chilling, cleaning, watching a little bit of Criminal Minds, and now I'm getting ready to cook. I went ahead and just took a shower. I didn't wash my hair, but I put some castor oil on my ends and I cleaned my face, and I'm ready to begin making this shepherd's pie, which is technically cottage pie because I'm using ground beef, not lamb. So I can't wait. Trey's home. He's actually in the shower, and excuse me, he's actually gonna come help me once he's done, so this should be fun. So I'm gonna start this recipe with 5 red potatoes because I am planning for leftovers. So I'm going to skin them and cube the potatoes, then transfer it to a pot where I will add some cold water. Then I'm gonna take the potatoes to the stovetop, put it on high heat, add some salt, and I'm basically just gonna leave those alone until the potatoes become tender. Then I'm going to set the oven to preheat, and we're going to put it on 400 degrees. So to start off, I'm going to cook the vegetables that take the longest, which is onions and carrots. I'm going to wait until they are pretty much softened before I add my meat. I think I'm using 3 pounds, but I'm not sure. I'll add a cup of water and 2 spoons of sofrito. Now, if you don't have sofrito, that's okay. You can use any kind of broth or stock, anything that you would like. I'm just Hispanic, and we use sofrito in almost everything, but you can use whatever you'd like. Sofrito is basically garlic, pepper, onion, cilantro, culantro, olive oil, all kind of mixed together, and it just adds some nice flavor to your dishes. Now, these are the seasonings that I'm using. Again, you can use whatever you would like, especially if you don't have the sauce or sazon koya. These are just things that I like to use because I like the flavor that it gives my meat. But again, you can use whatever you would like. Now, I pretty much wait for the meat to be cooked before I add my green beans. Most people use peas. You can use whatever you would like. Now, for the potatoes, I'm going to use salt, pepper, butter, and milk. And I don't know exactly how much I use of the butter and the milk because I add a little bit at a time until it's at the texture that I want it to be. But basically, I layer the meat, then I put the potatoes on top, and I put in the oven for about 30 minutes. Once it's about halfway through cooking, I add in some biscuits to cook, and then I'll add cheese to the dish, and I'll just wait until it's done cooking, and that's pretty much it. It's really easy, quick, simple, and it will make a great meal. So ready to get started. Thank you for watching our video.
Subscribe.